everyone, welcome back to another episode of Ithiel Talk Time. It's me, your baby girl again. And guess what? We are talking about peer pressure today, and I'll be explaining that from a personal experience, and I pray you'll be blessed at the end. So yeah, my own definition of peer pressure, what I see peer pressure as is you being in a particular circle of relationship or connection, and you are being forced to do some things. Now, peer pressure in this aspect is you are pressured to do things. Most times, there are words that are said, like they say things to insult you, to criticize you, to make you feel bad and feel down, feel low of the kind of person that you are. And those kind of circles are not good. They are not good for we humans. And I know peer pressure is what this generation face a lot. Like most people have issues with the kind of peer that they are, the kind of circle that they find themselves in, and they are being pressured to go through some stages and process that it is not meant for them. Now, to me, there is an opposite of peer pressure, and that is peer influence. Now, what does that mean? You are in a circle that they don't have to tell you anything. They don't have to force you to do things. They influence you with their actions. Now, in that kind of circle, in that kind of friendship or relationship, you just find yourself changing your behaviors, changing your character towards some things because they are influencing you in the right way. They are not pressuring you. They are not forcing you to do those things. They are not even telling you to do it. It is a will, like it is a willing action from you or from your side. So peer influence and peer pressure, they are two different things. Now, pressure is when you find yourself in bad or corrupt friendship. While influence is when you find yourself in good friendship, godly friendship that would improve your personality. So sharing my story with you guys, when I got to the university, I would not say it was more or less of my expectation. I would say it was less of my expectation because I expected it to be heaven on earth, but it was not. So I didn't do JAM, so I had to do A levels because I had to change from science class to art class because of the course I wanted to study. So I had to do foundation whatsoever, A levels, and I had to meet new people, obviously. So I was the class representative of my set. So when new student comes, the head or the secretary of the program will call me, Ithiel, come and attend to these people and this, make sure the person covered up for the classes you guys have done. So that is how I started meeting people, both male and female. So I met this particular person. We were course mates at first when she resumed, and because we were in the same hostel and the same class, we became closer. Then we became roommates. I think that was my 100 level second semester. Then gradually we became very, very close friends. So we became 3 in the group. Like we were 3 best friends. Like the whole school knew us. So suddenly I began to notice some difference between me and the other 2 girls. They were pressuring me on particular issue that most girls did this have. You don't have a boyfriend, you've never had a boyfriend, you've never had this, and the noise was already getting too much. They were always disturbing me every day because I would not say I was reserved, but I don't even interact with guys even till today. So I love staying in my own space, but they were always disturbing me. Hey, you don't have a boyfriend, you don't shake any cooking. That was my 100 level and 200 level within 2 years. So it was getting to it got to my neck. Like it got to my neck. I was like, what was this? Okay. Peer pressure started coming in. I was so pressurized to the extent that I had to do what I was not supposed to do. So I think my 200 level second semester, I finally had a boyfriend. So out of all the characteristics I expected to see in a guy, he had very low percentage. So I'm like, okay, but because of the prayer, I had to just go in and see how it works. But my dear, even with the prayer, I did not last long. I think I only stayed in a relationship for a few weeks, about 2 or 3 weeks, and I ended because I was not enjoying or feeling myself. Now, what am I trying to bring out of this story? To be able to expatiate or explain better on what peer pressure will do. So peer pressure will make you do what you don't want to do, what you did not plan to do. Now, number 2 thing that peer pressure will make you do is to make you lower your standard. Now, I know I am not proud of myself, or I am not trying to take myself to a standard very high, but I know the kind of things or the kind of characteristic I want to see in a man that I want to marry, I want to be in a relationship with. But because of the prayer, I really lowered my standard going into relationship with that kind of person. That is to make you lower your standard, it's to make you reduce your value for yourself. The kind of value you've placed on your personality to make you reduce it. Now, number three, peer pressure will make you regret things that you do. Yeah, it might actually look like fun at the start, but by the time you begin to understand the kind of things you find yourself doing, you will later regret. But peer influence. Now, after the whole scenario of going into a relationship with a guy and I had to break it, I had to stop being friends with the particular people because I saw that they would not help me. They would not improve my personality. They would not give me things that I want to see in my life. So I had to separate from them and stay on my own. Now, when I noticed that I separated myself from them, I began to get closer to people that will change my life. I began to get closer to people that the things I want to see in my life, I could see it in their life. So I got closer to them and started influencing. They didn't even tell me to do those things they were doing. Willingly, I had to do them because I wanted to see those kind of things in my own life. They influenced me in the parts that I wanted to see. They influenced me in a way that I wanted to become like them. I wanted to improve my values. I wanted to improve my personality, both physically and spiritually. Now, after all this story and everything, how do you cope, or how do you fight peer pressure? Number one thing, there is nothing you can do outside God. You have to talk to God, because that was the way I separated from my friend. I told God, I said, God, I don't like the kind of things I am finding myself doing in this relationship, in this friendship. So I want to break. I spoke to God. I prayed. See, you don't even have to be a kind of spiritual person before you break yourself free from peer pressure. You yourself, you know that yes, in this kind of friendship, I am not enjoying it. I am not able to express the kind of person that I am. So talk to God. Tell him to separate you in the way that it will not be painful. Because I could forget when I separated myself from no, I would not like it. It was very, very painful. It was hurting because I was very close to them and I had no friends outside. So it was very painful, I will not lie. So you tell God to separate you from them in the way that it will not really hurt your feelings. Though it is for your good and we are humans, we have emotions. It should be painful. But you just tell God that God should separate you in the way that it will not affect you and it will not affect people that you are separating yourself from. Then number two, when you notice that, okay, you are not expressing yourself rightly in this friendship or in this relationship, withdraw yourself. Do things that will make you withdraw yourself from the person or from the people that you are in that circle with. Begin to withdraw yourself. Gradually withdraw. Don't interact. Don't fellowship. Don't go out with them. Don't communicate with them the way you do. Then number three, look for someone that you know you are compatible with. Not in the opposite sex now, but in your same sex. As you can be a male or you can be a female. Look for someone that, okay, this is the kind of friend I want to have. Then you become closer to those people. You become closer to the person, to that particular person. Then you begin to see changes that you want, because that person will automatically influence your character and things that you want to see in your life. He does not have to say anything. Such person's action will influence you. It will change things that you want to see in your life. And that is the end of my story, and that is the end of what I can say about peer pressure and the opposite of peer pressure, which is peer influence. Whatever position you find yourself, try and check yourself. Test yourself if you are standing in those friendships, if you are standing in that relationship, if you are standing in that circle. And I pray that God will help us in Jesus' name. So I pray, Lord, that you help everybody that is watching this video and everybody that watched this video, that you help us in our friendship, help us in our relationship, help us to be able to understand the kind of person and the circle we find ourselves, help us to be able to have good morals and conduct in our friendship. Help us, Lord Almighty, to be able to fight against prayer when it is necessary, and be able to find ourselves where where peers and where friends can influence us the way we want to, in Jesus' name. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for in Jesus' name I will pray. So thank you so much, and I really appreciate everybody. To my subscribers, I say thank you. And if you are new on my channel, or this is the first time you are watching my video, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe particularly. And see you guys next time. Bye. I love you.